It's now been 3 weeks since Avante Okendo, a 14-year-old boy with autism who is unable to speak, went missing. But despite the city's top police officials saying publicly he's not optimistic about finding him alive, his family, Avante's family, is not giving up.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You know what they say about opinions, so I have no problem with that. That's cool. It's not going to slow us down. We're going to continue our search.
Well, dozens of volunteers have joined the all-out search for Avante, including the Reverend Al Sharpton's National Action Network. Stacia Brown is a blogger and wrote about the case for Salon.com. She joins me along with advocate and activist Holly Robinson Peete. Of course, she is the co-founder of the Holly Rod Foundation. Thank you both for joining me. Holly, I'll start with you here. You've joined us before at the beginning of this search. You came to New York from your home in California to help participate here. The family is not giving up, even though it is 3 weeks, and nor should they, honestly. How was it being out there with them, assisting them?
Oh, it was like a nightmare wrapped inside a horror film. I mean, I couldn't believe just being there across the street from the school where we all know he left. We know that he walked out of that school, that there was according to the family, there was a security guard that saw him leave, asked where he was going. He didn't respond because he couldn't, and he was allowed to go out into the street. You know, this is just unconscionable, Tamron. This boy cannot self-advocate. And in my heart of hearts, I don't believe I believe he's still alive. And we have to continue to advocate for him. We have to continue to look for him. There are so many cases that we know that have gone past 20, 30 days, even years, where we've found children. Yeah. So we cannot stop looking for him. It's just, we have to continue this.
Absolutely. And the pictures that you sent out via social media of being there on the scene, obviously touching, and knowing that this is personal for you and your family, as well as you try to educate people on autism and the issues. When you were on with us at the beginning of the search, you talked about children who are autistic having the tendency to wander, just kind of leave and go astray, which is what it appears happened here with Avante when he left that school, and no one noticed, or at least the security guard did not follow him.
Well, the security guard didn't follow him, and apparently, allegedly, she asked where he was going. And listen, when I was in high school, if you were leaving campus at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, you were either ditching, and if you didn't respond to a security guard, they either went after you. So I really feel the school failed him, and being out there with Vanessa and Daniel and the family and talking to them, I mean, you can't imagine what a nightmare this is for them. But to hear the commissioner say, well, we don't have any hope that he's really alive, so we're going to scale back. That's keeping volunteers from coming down. So I'm just urging people to have hope, and I hope the commissioner will rethink his decision to pull back resources. Yeah,
and Stacia, you've talked about in this article that you've written, your column, Searching for Avante, you say that racial suspicions hurt missing black kids. What do you mean by that, especially as it relates to this case?
I think that if people have an aversion to interacting with black and brown boys in particular, it would prevent them from intervening if they saw them in trouble, particularly if they were skittish, nervous, unable to speak for themselves. It would just prevent them from getting involved. They would be, their own fear and suspicion would prevent them.
Well, obviously, and we don't know if that is the case. We don't know if anyone has even seen him. They've had tips come in, but nothing leading to being found. But it is interesting, Stacia, how people of all races have come in. My producer lives just near that school. We were over the first week of the search, and I saw people from all races participating all around New York looking for him and wanting his safe return so desperately, like Holly and others. Stacia?
I believe that's true. I think everyone is very, very concerned for Avante, and everyone's looking for him. I would urge people to continue to do that in all cases where they see something that might be amiss with any child of any race or creed. And I really do hope that they find him alive.
Absolutely. And Holly, the reward fund is now up to $89,000. As I mentioned, the Reverend Al donated $5,000 to the reward fund, National Action Network. Having been there and participated in that search, what do you say to people who are watching right now who may not have anything to do on the weekend and really maybe could go down and help them?
I would say that if you're in the Long Island City area or in the Queens area at all, or even in New York City, go out there, help with the family. You know, they've asked the mother, Vanessa, to move all of her stuff, her command post, her tent away. Imagine that's where you last saw your child. You know your child is missing from there, and you don't want to move from there. You want to stay where that happened. And so she's been asked to move. It's a really desperate situation, and they need support. The family needs a lot of support. The mayor hasn't been out there. There are a lot of people that haven't really come forward that should have. So I would